bag and laptop.
Afternoon. Sorry, I'm late. Sorry. Okay, good afternoon. We'll get underway with Carve from Sky Sports News.
Frank, first of all, what kind of reception do you think Carlo Ancelotti will get at Stamford Bridge on Sunday?
Very good one. Very well respected in-house and to the fans that I think will respect his period at the club. He's a gentleman, fantastic manager. I love working with him personally. I think he'll get a great reception.
Did you have your best ever season when you played under him on the double?
Not sure.
I think it was 30 times that season.
Yeah, just short of that I think, but it was a good season.
And what was he like as a manager?
A great manager, really great. Well, on a personal level, it was great at striking up relationships with the players to try and get them the best out of myself. I suppose it's easier to talk about myself, but obviously very good tactically. A really calm manner at the right time, never too high, never too low, and just someone I think that I personally enjoyed working with. And I think we had a very successful year in that first year to win the double. And from then on, kept in touch with him now and again, and again, huge respect for him.
Were you surprised that he lost his job after you finished second, just a year after winning the double?
Not surprised. No, this is football. These things happen all over the world in elite football. So no.
Turning to what's happening off the pitch with this whole coronavirus story. We know that games in Italy have been played behind closed doors, and that may happen here as well. How do you think that would affect the players and your preparations for playing?
Well, it wouldn't affect anything in terms of preparation. You would take on the opposition that were in front of you. It would obviously affect the atmosphere. Clearly, we'd have to see. And obviously, takes away a lot from a game when you don't have fans in the stadium. It's part of the why we love this sport here, because of what that generates. But there are some things that are more important, clearly. And if that's the case, or if that's the path that gets chosen by the authorities, whoever, the government, I guess, then you would go with that.
Has anything changed behind the scenes for you and the players in regards to handshakes?
Yeah, we're not shaking hands. We're following the protocol that's recommended. The doctors, kind of lead that one with us, and we're doing everything that we can with our ears open as things change.
And Olivier Giroud, I think he told the Evening Standard a few days ago that he would like to stay longer at Chelsea. Can you see that happening in the future, maybe?
Keep saying the same with every player. The destiny's in their own hands to whatever degree, depending on contractual situations. I'm not jumping ahead to the summer on any player. We've got a big job in front of us now to try and do as well as we can in the league, the FA Cup, Champions League when we travel to Munich to play with pride for the club, and that's all.
And Billy Gilmore, how's he been since Tuesday night?
The same. We had a day off, so I'm sure he enjoyed it. He should do. His family were here for the game. But knowing Billy, even at a young age, he's a very determined young lad. I think he's very smart, and he'll understand that it was a really good game for him, but that the hard work starts now. So I think he should quite rightly enjoy the moment, and I'm delighted for him. But in terms of how I've seen him around the place, no, same attitude, same training, same ethics, same quality. So all good.
And injury news? Any updates on Dr. G?
No, Ruben actually, we just had an in-house game here, which Ruben and Christian Pulisic took part in. Great to see Christian get some minutes, still short of match fitness, but it's the first time the injuries felt to a level to actually get him on a big pitch in a relatively competitive match. So that's a big step forward. Hopefully, I'll find out how it went, particularly after, but I just watched it. And Ruben played half of that game himself and is trying to find match fitness. So he's short of that. Ruben's saying that himself, and I can see that. So there's work to be done with Rube.
And Tammy, he said last night that he may be back before the end of the month.
What date are we now?
6th.
6th, yeah. I hope so.
Is he playing at the moment or?
No, not with us.
And Hudson-Odoi,
No, he had a re-injury yesterday. I think it was quoted in some of the press. We're having a scan on him this afternoon, so he will be longer than expected.
Okay, and that is the broadcast section.
Sorry, Adrian, can I just
You may.
on Callum, obviously frustrating for him to have a setback at this point. I know you never rush anyone back, but how's he with that? Because it seemed like he was, like closing in on a return. Is that tough for a player to?
Yeah, it's tough. It wasn't rushed back. All the signs and the talk was that he was fit to train. Clearly, we did it with every player, and then he re-injured on his first training session with us. So frustrating for him, definitely. Young boy, he's so keen to play as you'd expect, and frustrating because it's another injury for us. I think it hasn't been spoken about that much. We've had probably the worst injury list of certainly the top group of the table, I think. Lots of numbers injured, important players, Kenty, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, etc. Started the season that way, and it's happened again in the middle of the season. So we're working against that to try and get the best results.
Can we just check on Kovacic and Willian?
Kovacic isn't fit. No, his Achilles injury will take him out of the weekend. Hopefully, not long after that. And Willian, we're assessing. He's a question mark for Sunday.
Okay, cameras off, please.